Alrighty, welcome to round 2. We won this dice roll. We will choose to go first. It's an interesting hand. Has potential, but it also does stone nothing on its own. So we would need to pick up one of our creature-making things to make it any good. Stirring Address is not great, Answered Prayer is not great, Settle's not great. I'm going to mulligan this hand. This hand is possibly worse, but I think we need to keep it. So let's keep it, and I'll put Wing Shard, since that also costs double white, on the bottom. So it turns out that first hand might have actually been better. We do have a bunch of cards that we can't cast for a while in these irregular cohorts, but going down to 5 is pretty bad. There's one. Plays Collector Oof. I will trade with the Icehide Golem, unless they show me some other... I just got nothing... They could have Arcane Astrolabe, but I'm going to take too much damage otherwise, and my hand's pretty slow. Okay. Looks like we're playing the Snow deck. Nurturing Peatland. This is fine draw. The question is, do we sacrifice it? Probably not at this turn, because we do kind of want to draw. Maybe I shouldn't have even played it if we're not sacrificing it. We're going to get milled for 2. No, they're going to get milled for 2. Wow. Interesting. I wonder if they misclicked or they actually meant to target themselves. I guess they've got maybe some flashback cards. So what did they do? They put one card on the top, one on the bottom. A Spore Frog. This is a very curious deck. Alright, so we're really just hoping to hit a Plains here. If we don't hit a Plains, then we'll use the Nurturing Peatland to draw a card. I guess they might be a dedicated mill deck, but then why did they mill themselves? Alright, we drew the Plains, so now we can actually cast a regular cohort. So now our hand actually becomes quite good. Because now we've got a great target for Settle, we've got another regular cohort. Let's just yield. Chillapilla, milling us or them? Still milling them. I'm very curious about this tactic. So I think here we just want to cast our Settle Beyond Reality, exile the Chillapilla, flicker the cohort. Since the Chillapilla is a pretty big threat, means we can't attack this turn. But next turn we're going to have 3 2/2s. I mean, there's no harm in attacking this turn. They might not block. They blocked. Alright. Genesis. It's a pretty good one. So I think here we're going to sacrifice the Peatland to draw a card. And this is why that land's so good. Alright, Recruit the Worthy is fine. We can start going wide. Let's just play our second cohort. No attacks currently. So that's why they're possibly milling themselves, because they have this Genesis. They can bring back like Icehide Golems. Attacking with Genesis is kind of curious. Oh, if it's in your graveyard. I don't see any particular point to blocking Genesis here. It's better for them if it's in the graveyard, and we don't really care about 4 damage. If they're going to Wrath the board, then sure. But blue and green doesn't really seem like they've got that. Oh, I got another snow thing. Icehide Golem. Still milling themselves or milling me now? Nope, still milling themselves. I guess if you have enough So probably going to keep Reprobation back, attack with everything. They can prevent all combat damage that would be dealt, but then I can just chump the Genesis. And if they leave the Genesis back, I can Reprobation it, although then they do get to block with it. Good. There's a consideration to Reprobationing the Icebound thingy, but that's fine. I'm past the turn. We've got Recruit the Worthy now. If they attack with Genesis, I'll probably just jump block it, since 4 damage is a lot. So my best situation is if they attack with the Genesis here. Alright. Still milling themselves. Pondering Mate. At least I get to see a lot of their deck. Abominable Tree Folk. Alright, let's cast Recruit the Worthy. Block Genesis. Woo! Alright. Don't even know if we want to cast Serra now. Because I still want to attack with everything, and then they've got the Ice Fang Portal. So hopefully we can get them to block with the 1/1 Flying Death Touch, because then it'll clear the way for a Serra at some point. Okay, that's good. Oh, maybe not. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Ooh, Blizzard Strix is nice here. So you get to blink. Oh, wow. You get to blink my 2/2. I thought they were just going to blink the Ice Fang Coatl. You get to mill something. Oh, this time it was me. And then they get to exile a 2/2. Yeah, that was a good play. Alright, so I'm going to Reprobation the Blizzard Strix now. And leave open Recruit the Worthy. And the next time probably not attack and cast Serra and start trying to win like that. I have a sweet snow deck. I could just mill them to death. Alright, what did they... hang on. What did they reveal? So they got Chillapilla, the Archmage's Charm, Deep Forest Hermit. Wow. Alright, and that went in the graveyard. Mother Bear. So they only got Chillapilla into their hand. Their deck is stacked. Alright, let's cast our Recruit the Worthy again. Block this Genesis. We really don't want Genesis to die. They have so many powerful cards in their graveyard. Alright, it's a good card too. Alright, so here, let's cast Serra. No attacks. Let's just make an angel. We know they've got Chillapilla in hand. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell, because if they can, the Anerophage can kill the Serra. They also only have 7 cards left in their library. Right, so the one thing we don't want Genesis to do is die. So, there's an argument to be said for casting Recruit the Worthy to make a 1/1 so that they can't somehow fight their own dude, but if they had a fight spell, they could fight the angel, so let's just chump block on a Shapeshifter. Frostwaller, targeting me, I'm guessing. Sure. And the Chillapilla. Winds of Abandon would just be like the most insane card right here. What does this actually do? Creatures you control get +1/+1. Alright, so that doesn't do much, but so the Chillapilla is going to be monstrous next turn, which could be worrying. I've also got this Spore Frog that I need to remember. This is going to be a close game. I mean, if I draw Winds of Abandon, it's just over. But there's a chance that they mill it. It's going to be tough. Definitely want to activate Chillapilla before attacking, by the way, here. Are they going to keep it back on defense? Because that's I would love that. Wow, alright. So, recruit the worthy. Okay, they counted the recruit the worthy. So that's attacking Sarah. They're both attacking Sarah. So here, I could cast the last recruit the worthy, but I probably don't want to do that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to chump block. We're going to... So basically, if this kills Sarah, then I've still got a 4/4 that can attack, and they can't activate the Chillapilla, so I get 4 damage through. The other option is I block, they pump it, then I make another Serra Angel, because it's -3. I think that's probably better, because then I actually get a Frostwaller off the board. And I'm probably winning this by decking them at this point. Let's make another Angel. Let's make another Angel. Sarah's gone. So now I just need to like jump block them out. The fact that this thing has vigilance is nice, because if they ever start attacking, I can actually attack and defend at the same time. They have 5 cards left. Yeah, attack with all. Alright, let's cast our second recruit the worthy. Hope they don't have a second prohibit. Are they just gonna monstrous? Yeah, alright. So this is 9 damage. To put me to 5, and then both of them are lethal next turn. So if I block one of them, I go to 10. Then next turn they have 10. So I think I need to block like this and draw a Spider or a Winds of Abandon, or some way to gain 1 life. Okay, I think we win. Gotta be very careful what I target, so I can't target the Spore Frog. Alright, so I'm gonna target... Oh, it doesn't even target. 6. Technically I should have attacked with the Angel first, because now I can't attack with everything. That was a bit of a mistake. They probably don't want to put anything in. Alright. So get to have a look at their deck, which is really sweet, obviously. Deep Forest Hermit, Archmage's Charm. So these are the kind of cards we need to be aware of. Just going to write them down. So we got Charm, Hermit, we've got Tree Folk, Winter's Rest, the Flash, the Coatl. A lot of stuff to keep in mind. They've got the Blizzard Strix, Genesis. They have a really sweet deck. Modern Horizons is such a good draft format. So they've got some counters. They've got a lot of flying. I probably want this Wall of 1,000 Cuts. I probably want Tornado. We didn't see that they had any artifacts, so Collector Oof is just mediocre here. How's Imposter? They make a bunch of 1/1s with the Hermit. Look, their deck is pretty good. We have to get pretty lucky to beat it. We have to be pretty aggressive, I think. Do we want a Tree Folk Umbra? Or an Anurid? I don't know, I've still got to cut one more thing. Obviously Winds of Abandon was amazing in that. We want Answered Prayers. Wing Shards actually seems fine against this deck. Stirring Address I need. Regular Cohorts are good. I Will's Influence looks fine. Reprobation's probably just... Well, so the thing is that I want to be aggressive, so the Imposters are good aggressive cards. So maybe I cut something that's a little less aggressive. I could cut a Wing Shards. But then Wing Shard seems like it could be quite good against them. I'll cut Wing Shards, and we'll see how that works. Of course, if they're attacking with Genesis, maybe I don't want to kill it. Double Retrobation, Imposter, and I will... I think I keep this hand. If we draw a Forest, it's great. It's got 2 removal spells and a creature that I can cast anyway. Yeah, so if I draw a Forest next, we're in good shape. Otherwise, we do want to be able to cast some creatures. That's a good card. Forest. Alright. I'm not going to wait on casting the Imposter since we need to beat down. I could have Retrobation the Stag, I guess. So I'm happy to race here because their deck actually didn't seem too aggressive. Fountain of Ichor. Right, so here I think we're going to Reprobation the Stag. Attack with the Imposter. Be good to pick up a Forest and then the Cohort. Alright, Genesis. Genesis is a good target for Settle. Not as good a target for Retrobation. Ooh, Serra. Do I fire off Serra here? I've got nothing else to do this turn. Fire off Serra. I've got a couple of blockers if need be. No attacks, of course. So I can chump with the Imposter on Genesis. If they have removal spell for the Angel, that's annoying. Okay, so they do have a removal spell for the Angel. And the Blizzard Strix is going to be pretty good here. Probably going to attack with Genesis at the Serra. And I think, so just with this, I can if I draw a Settle, still doesn't save Serra. She only goes up to 3. So if I draw a land, I can cast Ayula and Retribution. If I draw a forest, I can cast Ayula, Retribution that. So is it better just to let Serra die? I think it is, because the chances of drawing a forest are so low, and if I draw anything else, like I need to draw another 2-mana creature, like another Imposter. So I think we just have to let Serra die. Yeah, I mean, that would have worked actually. So here, I think I'm just going to attack with the Imposter. If they block on the Blizzard Strix, I'm happy, and then I can recruit the Worthy to block the Genesis. Take 3. Better than casting Retribution. And hopefully I can draw another land, essentially a forest, to settle beyond reality the Genesis. Okay, so they're just going full beat down here, which is probably the correct route. Alright, so let's cast this with buyback. You know, Wing Shards would be quite good at this at this point. Alright, we got the plains. So now we can settle Genesis and flicker our Changeling, it doesn't really matter. Which is probably worth doing, and then block exile. Let's just do both. Let's exile. So exile target creature you don't control. Alright, so let's just exile Genesis. And not attack here. Yep. So I'm happy to trade with the Fountain. Go to 8. See if they have a follow-up. Alright, no follow-up means we can Reprobation the Blizzard Strix, and now we're getting a little bit more stable. I guess if they have the counterspell, then that's pretty bad for me. Now we have Recruit the Worthy in hand, which is going to be nice. Outside of them, like, putting out a ton of creatures, we're going to start... yeah, that's fine. Being able to cast Recruit the Worthy with buybacks is more important than just killing a 1/1. Because they do have that counterspell. Ooh, that's pretty good. So they went 1 bottom, 1 top. I feel like they've got the counterspell here, but let's try it. They also have Archmage's Charm in the deck. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. They're definitely drawing a lot of cards. We do want to hit a forest pretty soon. Chose not to shuffle, so that doesn't bode well for us. It's gonna be tough. Mono white is a tough gig. Alright, well hopefully they don't hit too many things with this. Oh, I guess they saw something, didn't they? So they put Deep Forest Hermit. So what did they get into their hand? Island, which they just played. So they've got a Cancrix. Okay, well that's not the worst. They could definitely have gone worse for us. Cast with buyback. Block. Milling pass. Well, forest. Alright. I can play Ayula and keep up Recruit the Worthy. We might be able to scrape out of this with the Stirring Address at some point. I think the upside of keeping a okay, they started in a counterspell. So now I'm gonna block. And take 3. Let's try cast this Rocks Veteran. No, they might have another counterspell, but as it is, it currently blocks the Pondering Mage, so that's pretty good. We've got this one more Recruit the Worthy, which we do want to cast with buyback. Okay, that's fine. So I think here we're going to Tornado this before they draw the card. In case they have a counterspell. In case they draw the counterspell. They milled an Imposter and a Twin Silk Spider. Right, so they're tapping our Rocks Veteran, attacking for 3, putting us to 1. There goes Winds of Abandon and the Cohort, both of which would have been nice. Still not completely dead. We've got a few things we could draw. It does look like they're going to mill us out at this point. They have a lot of snow permanents. Savage Swipe would have been nice. 7. So I've got 8. So here I'm going to cast Recruit the Worthy with buyback, just in case they have that Archmage's Charm we saw before. We've had some great games. Very long games with this kind of white deck. Gosh, they have so much snow! It's crazy. Wow. Right, need to top deck another removal spell here. Only got 9 cards left in the deck as well. Ooh, alright, that hurts. I guess we won't be able to cast that anyway. Answered Prayers! Is this enough? I don't know. I don't think so. But let's just find out, shall we? I don't. Abominable Tree Folks is so silly. Alright. So they attack with the Tree Folk and the Mage. Yeah, this thing has trample. Okay. Okay. Whew. Their deck is very strong. It is a very good deck. Oh yeah, deck's pretty good as well. But yeah, alright. So we take exact lethal. Alright, Winged Shard is back in. I feel like Ayula's Influence will be really good. What's not good? They have like Spore Frogs. Reprobation's not amazing. Stirring Address just might not get there. It's good if I'm on the beatdown, and on the play I am more on the beatdown. Do I take out the influence? It's so good though. I guess in both those games I wouldn't have been able to cast it. Do they have any way to beat going wide? The question is, do I want Stirring Address in the deck or not? Alright, I'm going to take Influence out and keep Stirring Address in because we're trying to beat down. You can let me know what you think about that play. Yes, we're going to go first. I'll keep this hand. Doesn't have double white, but that's pretty hard to come by. We can cycle the Tornado or keep it. Probably keep it at this point. We've got the decoy to play. Hoopy Frood, by the way. Love that name. Alright, Sarah does make us want to pit up that second Plains pretty bad. If I had another Plains, I'd consider playing the Answered Prayer. Whoa, alright. So here, I think we actually want to suspend this Footfalls. Because we know their deck, I'm actually going to get rid of this Cancrix. We know it's really good in their deck. Alright, answer our prayers. Draw our Plains. Another Reprobation? Probably cycling Tornado is going to be better for us at this point. We do have Crashing Footfalls coming down. We just want to find the second Plains and not die before that happens. What did they do? 2 cards on top. Well, that's never a good sign. Alright, they're pumping it. I've got no blocks there. If I don't draw anything good, I'll be retrobating that next turn. Recruit the Worthy. I need to buy back it though before it's good, so let's attack with the decoy. Because we've got to remember they also have counterspells in their deck, so... and then... this way, their Blizzard Strix only gets one of my removal spells. They could counter the Crashing Footfalls, which would be annoying. Right, I think we're content to pass the turn. Hopefully this Crashing Footfalls resolves, and hopefully we draw a second Plains before it's too late. Alright, so I'll fire off this Recruit the Worthy, because if they counter it, then great, we get to resolve Crashing Footfalls. I guess that's more worrying. I mean, if they flicker something, it doesn't really matter anyway. Alright. See if Crashing Footfalls resolves. I'm guessing not. Prohibit? Does that Prohibit stop it? Converted mana cost 2. Yeah, 2 or less. Prohibit stops it. Yep. Where is the white? Where is the white at? I think I can attack with both here. And then recruit the worthy again, end of their turn? Let's see if we want to. Because we can also sack the peatland. Ooh. Alright, so let's sacrifice the peatland. Drawing a card. I think I'm going to cast a Recruit the Worthy here, tap the Anerophage and attack. Hello! The other option is we can Iol, but I think I just want to use my mana efficiently. Yeah, we need to force through every bit of damage that we can. And I think we're the aggressor here. I just really want to hit this second plains. We do have 8 in the deck. Ooh, the Tree Folk's nice. Alright, second plains. Let's do it. Spider is fine. I guess I can cast Bear and Spider. And then we might be able to win this with a Stirring Address if they don't have a counterspell. They have 5 cards in hand though, and it's quite probable they're sitting on really powerful 5-drops like that. Hermit. Yeah, drawing a plains there would have been key. I think we can throw away a soldier to deal another point of damage. Maybe we should have probably should have attacked before playing all of those things. But if we can somehow put them into the mind of like not wanting to attack, then that's better for us because we've got this Stirring Address. This is a good game. They really want to draw their 5th land, probably a second green source. We really want to draw our 6th land, preferably another white source. Winter's Rest, that makes sense. I assume they're not going to attack. I assumed wrong. Because that gives them an extra... So that's 8 points of damage and then 4 next turn. So I don't think we can block this, but if we pick up a land and cast Stirring Address, we might win. Because I can do a 2, 3, 4. That's not going to be enough. I guess they could also have that Strix. Mother Bear. Nice. Whoa! Winds of Abandon. With 1 more mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do it. The question is, can we afford not to? I think we can. I think we just need to recruit the worthy. Block the Anerophage with the Spider, and then we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Tree Folk. 2, 3, 4, 5. In case you hadn't learned, a Neurophage is a very good card. Man, this is getting close. Alright, we'll block with the spider. If we pick up the 6th land, we're just slamming Winds here. What did they get? They got an Ice Fanged Core Tool. Let's not miss the end of turn, that could be important. Alright. And land. Okay. So we're going to cast Winds of Abandon here, then they're going to be able to cast all of their shit, but we get a huge attack in. If we attack with everything, that can just block, that blocks. No, alright. So they get 5 lands. We get to attack with everything, and the next turn, Stirring Address to pump everything. So I'm assuming they've got at least the Hermit, which they need to play. The Hermit makes 5 guys. And then possibly the Strix to blink the Hermit to make another 5 people. Right, doesn't look like they've got the Strix. They've also got to think about how they can win. So like the Chiller Pillar activated plus the Ice Fang Coatl next turn. Okay, wow. So if they don't have the Hermit, which is amazing for me, so that might mean I can win. They also had Fateful Hour, though. So I think I cast a Stirring Address pre-combat, because of that Fateful Hour. And then if they counter it, then I've got the Twin Silk Spider not to die. Although if they have a removal spell as well, then I'm dying to Xaxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And how would they need? They need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'd need a removal spell that costs 4. Is the chance that they don't have the counterspell though? Because the other option is I can go Answered Prayers, 1, 2, 3, and also recruit the Worthy, which will be fine. And if they counter one of those, I'm in the same predicament. So let's cast this, see if it resolves. Okay. So that's what we thought. Instead, we've got no attacks. This game is super clutch. So now, if they pump the Chiller Pillar and cast a removal spell on my Twin Silk Spider, they're going to win the game. But that is demanding a lot. definitely blocking. Second Chillipillar. Settle Beyond Reality seems great. I can settle this and the Chillipillar. Then do I just die? If I settle this and the Chillipillar, then I can recruit the Worthy and use that to tap. Or I could go Answered Prayers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can't quite answer prayers and settle. So we're going to settle, exile, creature I don't control. And target creature I do control. Then we're going to attack with the bear. If I attack with everything, I make another 1/1 to block. I think I just need to attack with everything here. Okay, that's fine. Because now I'm still not dead, because I can recruit the Worthy. Or I don't even need to recruit the Worthy, potentially. Alright, so I'm going to cast Recruit the Worthy without buyback. Ah. Wait, I thought... Right, that might have lost us the game. I thought that the decoy didn't have Summoning Sickness. I forgot. Wow. Okay, well, spewing that Recruit the Worthy could cost us. Yeah, alright, so I feel like we needed to keep that Recruit the Worthy in hand. Wow, what a close game. Alright, so I need to cast Serra. Make an Angel. Yeah, I needed to keep that Recruit the Worthy. Whew! What a clutch game. I mean, even if I'd kept the Recruit the Worthy, it would be tough. Those last few turns were a really interesting sequence of plays. Maybe I should have settled the other Chillipillar, but I kind of wanted to force them to block in a way that killed. Yeah. Oh, looks like that's game. Alright. I mean, if we're dead, we may as well block profitably, right? Super close. Definitely could have seen that going our way if we'd drawn the second planes a bit earlier. Very, very tight match. Disappointed to lose. Obviously, the deck's really good. Their deck is arguably even better, though. So, kudos to them, and good luck in the finals, I guess. We've got one more round to go, though, so don't go anywhere.